it isn't that it's my way or the highway, but I do say things my way when it feels like you're just not listening. Like, I'm not trying to gaslight them and be like, well, your reality doesn't exist to me. I don't see it that way. I don't do that shit to people, bro. Say it multiple times to them. Like, well, I don't see it that way. I just say whatever you say. Because when I don't see it that way, I'm not going to explain it to you. If we're trying to come to a solution. So what's the solution, right? Like, I already had it. It ain't about you're so bad. It's about it's better off for the both of us if we don't communicate as often. I knew that back then. Tragic. I felt bad. I started crying to God about mad shit back then. Before I went to try to see a head shrinker. You know what it was, bro? I didn't have a problem with reflecting. I had a problem with the neglect. It's like, bro, you're getting a paycheck from government assistance, basically. If I'm on Medicaid and you're just gonna pump pills in my face. And then when I stop going to get refills and I stop going to get therapy sessions, you don't hit me up asking what's the matter. None of this shit. It's not even in question. I'm not even allowed to bring this up. How I already been, I've been down that road, and it didn't really help. And healthy diet, moderate exercise, and some Bible verses. Reading the Bible definitely helped me more than asking other people for help. I was older when I started to do that more often too. That's the thing. I wasn't a young kid rocking Bible verses all day. I was looking at that like a chore because I had to do all my homework for regular school and then go to CCD on Wednesday and whatever other day it was, Monday, Wednesday, something like that. I'm just glad I didn't have a resentment towards God for that, because that's to me that's not what God is. It's like the things I had a resentment towards God for were actually from God's doing. Taking people away off this plane of existence. I was never really blaming the devil, but it is ultimately our own fault. If you die at age 50 because you didn't even give a shit about nothing, like, your heart stops or whatever it is. You didn't even care about it. You just looked like you were healthy, so you didn't worry about it. You didn't have any side effects. You were living fine. You don't worry about it. See, I had to listen to my body when I was like, well, I need to start eating differently. None of these trend fad diets, bro. Nothing like that. It's like I need actual nourishment, dude. It's easy for me to get fat because I grew up on junk food, eating Wendy's. We used to walk to Wendy's all the time, bro. Remember? I mean, if you remember me from back in the day, and you happen to listen to this, I know you know. Because we used to go there all the time. Double stack, chicken nuggets, french fries, and a shake, a Frosty. All day. I would trade that drink for a Frosty. More calories. Not so many empty calories, but too much sugar still. At least I get more protein. A milkshake could give you protein at least. Hey, I'm not saying it's the best. I'm not saying it was the best, bro, but I was definitely not as impressed with myself as I should have been. Because I could have been more, I should have been more efficient and effective with certain things. Because I try to go about it in a friendly way. I try to go about things in a friendly way, bro. Not, not like I just care so much about you. I care about you so much. It's like, bro, some of those people I'm forced to care about because I cared about someone else. It's like, well, that's what I don't want. That's what I don't want to be dragged into this. It's like, I see it coming a mile away. It's like, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. I'm not going to be dragged down into the abyss with these types of people that want to, like, just stay stuck. and I'm stuck too. Like I don't want to stay stuck though. I haven't wanted to for a while. It's like I'm just actually like I have no other choice. The only other choice is homelessness. I'm not acting like I don't need work, bro. I'm acting like there's always progression. There's always room for improvement. I'm acting like I need dental work. Even if you can't notice it like that, you'll be like, oh, it's fine. And then if I show it to you, I'm like, no, it's bad, bro. It hurts all the time. Especially if I'm eating sugar. This is what got me on that wavelength. It's like, it's sad, but I needed my teeth to start hurting me to eat less sugar. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely the way to go. The trouble is when you start eating sugar a little bit, you get addicted to it. You want more. Like you drink one. If you ever had regular soda in a long time, you go drinking ginger ale or Coca Cola or something like that. This little 90 calorie 7.5 ounce can ain't gonna be enough. You know, it's not gonna be enough. You're gonna want more and more and more. I had it before, and I just want another one. It's empty calories, bro. That's 180 calories of soda in what time is it? Span of like 3 hours ago. I cooked it. 2 hours ago. It's all I had to eat today, bro. I was looking for doctors, and bro, I was still trying to put trust in a lot of this stuff before these lockdowns. Even though I knew not to trust them, like they don't care about you. This is what I kept hearing in my head when I'd be looking. Like, there's only one doctor I ever had that seemed to care a little bit. He'd be like, "Take it easy, bro." Like he probably thought it was funny that I'd come in as often as I did. Cause I was like, bro, there's something wrong with me. Every time it gets cold. I don't know. I never had this problem before. I mean, smoking doesn't help, but felt like somebody's trying to get me sick. You know what I mean? For real, for real. I was like, oh, you need to stop doing this. And then before I moved, that's when I was always getting sick. In November, just every year, I'd be starting to get sick when it gets cold. Strep throat type shit. Yeah. X Games for you. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't really get that anymore. Cause I don't smoke Newports and Marlboros and I don't smoke Dutch Masters and I don't do all that crazy shit anymore. Smoking hypes. I used to say it to them all the time, bro. Why don't you buy a pack of papers so you have it? Like, what the fuck? Like, I have a glass pipe, so I don't use this shit all day, all night. I take a couple of hits and I go to sleep at night and I get up for go to work in the next morning. It's fine. Like, you don't need to smoke all this shit all the time. I was always sitting there thinking this to myself. Cause I'd be microdosing, bro. I would always be trying to escape hell. Is how I felt. Like I don't want to be around that. Somebody yelling after I'm working all fucking day. Granted, they work too, but it's not as physical. And in my mind, I'm like, I need the sleep and I need the protein. Like, and you're just destroying my fucking, you're taking me out of my character. The screaming about something that is like an actor on a TV screen. Something like that. And it's just, I just fell out of favor with the whole thing. The whole culture of just watching the Super Bowl, all these sports games, all this type of shit. I was like, this is just for show. People don't even really care about it. Like, this is all fake shit, bro. It doesn't. None of this matters. That's what I was saying to myself when I was like 12. I was like, none of this shit matters, really. You know what matters when the people are there. You care about them. That's what I was trying to say to all of them. Like, bro, I've been this way for a long time, and it was never a problem before. Until this fucking reality TV star gets into office. It's like, what? You mad that I just flipped the middle finger off to the whole system? Like, that's why I did that. Didn't he get voted in on April Fool's Day? You know. It's like, oh yeah, that was actually the right time to vote for that dude. Not the second go around. Not the second time he ran or the third time either. I wouldn't have. Bro, after 2020, why would I vote for that dude? It's the lockdown guy. The bankruptcy lockdown president with the warp speed vaccines. Like, I'm good on that. I don't know how anybody fell for that. Just because Biden sucked. Like, bro, I fell for that shit when Hillary Clinton was running against him. Like, oh yeah, just because Hillary sucks, I'll vote for this guy. Like, you fell for this. They fell for the same exact shit. Except they were mad ignorant back in the day. They didn't want to hear me out. It was like instantly, no, no. Like, they didn't want to hear nothing about it. Because all they are about is the TV screen, you know? They didn't want to hear any reasoning behind it. I'm just instantly a sexist that doesn't like women because I don't want that lady to be president. Like, I was just, it's so silly. Trying to divide us all up. Like, it's nuts. I always thought that. And I'm like, bro, just because I lean more right wing doesn't mean shit. Like, I still agree with you about a lot of the things. Like, yeah, I agree. So you think I'm just faking to you and I don't agree with you about some type of humanitarianism? Like, yes, on paper, that does, it should be that way. I agree. I wish you could just have a society where everybody could be free to do what they want to do and you're not getting judged. Hey, guess what you're referring to? It's called heaven. You know what I mean? The trouble with mankind is you think you can recreate heaven on earth all the time. On the exterior. Like, you don't want to seek it from inside yourself. And I feel like I always have. I used to put a lot of validation on myself. Like, I'm not what they say. I'm not as bad as they say. I just keep to myself anyway. I'm like, why do you think you get to just do whatever you want to me when I'm not even bothering you, usually? Until I come out to play. Like, then you don't like me. I'm not even trying to show off to you. Like, back in the day, all the people, I was trying to ask you for a cigarette too. I was trying to be humble because you would hook me up. A lot of people would hook me up with shit because I didn't have no money, bro. They weren't giving me shit when I was a kid. Gaming systems. It's not like I was starving. I'm not trying to act like it was so horrible. But I didn't have all the shit you have. I wasn't rocking Jordans and North Face and all this type of shit. I wasn't wearing all that stuff. I definitely wanted Timberland field boots. And I got them, but they're all scuffed up. And they said they're not making them anymore. They'll come out with them again one day. But it won't be the same thing. Like, that was the original style. I should have kept them nice. But it happens. I needed them for scrapping and throwing garbage. I thought I'd have that job for a while longer. God separated me. I would have stayed through that abusive type shit. Where they're just working me to the fucking bone. $12 an hour, no insurance. No hablo inglés with the coworker. Like, bro, you know how that's like it's insanity. I'm not even against you having your culture, but you don't know any fucking English at all. Like, not one word. You don't know anything. Tú no sé nada en inglés. Amigo. Que pooch, Tu hablo. That's how I feel about it, though. Like, if I had to go where you go, I have to at least know how to ask for el baño. El agua. La agua. Something like that, right? Como se dice agua? Can I have agua? How do you say that? Tulo tango agua, right? Like, is that how I would say it? I don't know. I try to learn. I don't always want to ask Google and all this technology. Even though it's basically the same thing. If I ask a person on the other side of the screen, it's basically the same thing. Because everybody just Everybody types it in anyway. That's what I've been saying. When the AI was coming prevalent, I was like, yo, dude, I've been rapping about this for a long time because I was watching science fiction movies. And I was like, yo, this shit's already AI. And then some content I was watching was suggesting it for a long time. It's just that it gets blocked, man, censored, because they're coming at it from a grassroots perspective. It's not like now it's infected. Now, like, everybody mentions it. But when I was mentioning it from that, like, when I was getting it from a closer source, people calling you crazy, delusional, schizophrenic, all that type of stuff. And I'm like, no, no, no. These are belief systems, bro, that people had for a long time. I'm trying to make you aware. And then you just act like I'm a fucking vampire or some shit. Bro, I know about all. You think because I like the Bible that I don't know about all this other type of. And I'm just saying to myself, but you can't. Some people like to confabulate, you know? They like to conflate, maybe, is the better term. They like to. Like, it's like you have to use him in a certain type of way, but you don't really want to go the same way he goes. It's ego, you know? It's definitely ego. Like, why do you think you don't get what he gets? Like, why do you think you deserve more than what he had? But you get to say his name like that. Like, and then you have the nerve to say somebody like me is not grateful. When all I expect is a crucifixion. Really. Every time I've ever brought up Jesus in school, they didn't like it. And then whenever I be in CCD and all that type of stuff, bringing up the Bible, they ain't like that neither. Like, of course, bro. Of course I'm going to have an aversion to this stuff. Like, you're forcing me in to a place I don't want to go from both angles. So I got no fucking choice, bro. Because I was always sitting there saying, well, what about the Old Testament? Like, I was looking into the Old Testament because in the New Testament where the gospel of Jesus is presented, he keeps mentioning things from the Old Testament. You know? It's not like I was trying to join a cult. Even if I'm looking at some of those people, like, yeah, they know what's up. It's people that are awake of all different cultures. Like, yeah, put some cans of bean on the shelf, bro. Cans of meat, cans of beans, something like that. Freeze dry meal, a couple of them, maybe. I don't know. It's not like you have to go crazy. Just make sure you like it. Rotate the stash, rotate the stock. So I see, I've been letting some stuff go bad. I feel bad, even though it goes in a compost. I still feel bad. I don't like wasting anything, especially not time. I do not want to waste time. You got time to waste? I think you're a rich man. Like I never sat there wasting a thought. I'll be praying for people when I couldn't have any control over what they're doing, but I care so much about them. I would just be sitting there praying for them. So for me to feel like I'm wasting time doing that is bugged out. Because it can't really be a waste of time if I'm doing that. Like when you think about it, if I'm doing that, it can't really be a waste of time. If I'm praying for somebody else, even if they don't like me, let's say they secretly just don't like me, want to see me fail. Like I don't mind when I see people get what's coming to them, but I still wish the best for them. I laugh too. Believe me, I'm just as sinful, bro. I have wrath. I wasn't a lustful dude or a greedy guy. Sometimes I'm a little bit lazy. Sometimes I could eat a little too much. So that's sloth and gluttony. But mostly it's like wrath. I had wrath a lot when I was young. I'd be fucking angry because I don't want to get in trouble. You know, I don't want to do something I'm gonna regret later on. I'm smarter than that, in my opinion. Like, hey, maybe it'll be my downfall one day because I ain't trying to hit you first. I'm just glad I always got up. Whenever somebody tried to fuck with me, I always seem to get up. Like, I never tried to call the cops on them and shit. You know, it's not me, bro. It's not like I'm so tough. I'm just not scary. You know, I'm not a scaredy cat. Like, I'm not trying to be all in your face, obnoxious. That's the thing. Shit, I know how to be if you want to be, but I don't really think that's the best way to be in general. Definitely not the best way to be. I wouldn't even know what to tell you the best way is. For me, it's definitely a Jesus thing. Going the way Jesus, I try to realize what he's trying to say if I read it back, because I haven't read it in a while, right? I keep it as a hack, you know, in my heart, because I don't want to have a heart attack. But then if I misplaced it and I lose it, I'm like, oh my goodness, where is it? But then it's right there in front of me. Like, I always think I misplaced it, but then it's right here inside of me. You know? I try to let the Holy Spirit guide me. If I'm in an angry mood, I really don't want to pick it up. Because then it'll stop flipping to those passages that are like, it's supposed to remind you not to be that way because God is that dude. Like, he's the only one who could be that way, in my opinion. And whoever he sends, that whoever he gives power to. Even the ones that fight against him. It's like he's allowing them to do that. It's a lot like America, you know? They allow you to go against it, but somehow it's so fucking horrible. Like, I never understood it. It's like, yeah, I get it. I see the misfit, I see the unfair treatment as well. But I didn't think sitting there crying about it was the best answer, you know? I always thought having a job was a better solution than just sitting there with posters and shit like that. I remember my cousin brought me around those protests after some type of party we went to, Occupy Wall Street, and I was sitting there telling them, like, okay, I might agree with you a little bit, but what is this accomplishing? Like you're sitting out here like little kids, bro. I'm the one coming down off a high, and then you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's like all I want to do is use a bathroom, and get some coffee or a beer or something like that, and go take the train or the ferry, and get back to where I gotta be. At some point. But hey, maybe that's just me. That's just me, bro. I wasn't trying to get all wrapped up in everything, in the scene, and like, there was a lot of people who they just want to be seen. I just wanted to dance. That's the thing. I just was like, yo, that's some cool shit. When I seen them shuffling, I was like, yo, that's some cool shit, bro. I want to learn how to do that. It's fun. You could definitely lose weight shuffling at raves, bro. The raves are not necessarily the problem. It's the behavior at the rave, you know? Like if I'm just sitting there getting wrecked and it's like not good. I'm not even trying to, you don't have any control over yourself, then it's not good. Same difference with rapping, bro. If you just sitting there having no control, like I had control over what I'm saying. Like some of the stuff you could tell, like bro, you couldn't tell I was just, you can't tell I'm just playing, bro. Like come on, you should know me. If people get all offended, they take it so seriously. To me, it's not about the music or anything like that. Like if there's some resentment from some personal shit, it was already ended a long time ago. I never held it against. I never tried to hold anything against anybody, really. I was just like super repentant. Like I'm the dickhead for being around shit that annoys me. It's my fault. It's ultimately my fault at the end of every day for the way I feel. I don't expect other people to like make me feel good. You know, I don't expect it, bro. I don't understand what you think is for attention. If I say that type of stuff a lot, like it's been there for the whole time. That's why to me it sounds repetitive because I've definitely said it before. That's what it is. It's not like everybody's a narcissist, but that's the type of shit they go after. You know, they go after that because you're listening to them. You give them attention, and then all of a sudden you resemble that attention. You resemble that type of energy a little bit. You don't even have to be aware of it. You know, they'll be the one telling you go see a therapist, and like you're scared of it or some shit like that. Like what? Like, bro, that's what you need to go do. I already did that. I'm not even afraid to go in there and talk. It's more like I don't want to get put on pills. You know, I don't think pills are the answer for anything. You know, and if I have a doctor that just wants to prescribe pills, why would I want to talk to them? Think about it. Like, think about what you're actually asking me to do. Think about what you're actually telling somebody to do when you're in some type of disagreement and they're like, go get help. Like, bro, you don't want to talk about nothing. You're the one always screaming. When I talk loud, you act like you can't hear me. Like, you know, it's always an argument. So I try not to say nothing to that person. That's literally the only solution I could see. It's just to not say anything to those types of people ever. Because they need it to be a certain type of way. And it could never be different. Like, it could never sway and alternate. Like, it couldn't. And I'm not talking about having a second date, okay? I'm talking about, or two at once. I'm talking about, like, the way you perceived it to be. Like, maybe it could align with that if you let it be. Like, let it be. If I'm thinking of you, you're probably thinking of me. That's how I used to say it to myself. Like, why am I thinking about any of those people from the past? Whether it's a romantic fling or a relationship or a crush or a friendship or a family member. I used to always say that to myself. They gotta be thinking of me too. A little bit. At least a little bit. Otherwise, I wouldn't be thinking of them. But, you know, it's not always true. Definitely not always true. Because I used to look at the moon wondering if some people would be looking at it too. Like, half of them are already gone, dude. If I'm being real with myself, half of those people are like done. You know, they're finished. No more. Like, not another chance given. Already with the Lord or waiting for his resurrection. I mean, the waiting for his descension, you know, when he comes back into the world. Final countdown. You know, the last judgment. I used to love it when people would say that to me. You're such an uptight prick. You're so judgmental. You got an answer for everything. Like, no, I don't, bro. I'm telling you what's in the book. You don't want to hear my opinion. My opinion is probably more harsh than what's in the book. Just to let you know. Like, bro, like the things I agree with, you'd probably be like, what the fuck? Because it's true, bro. It has to be there for a reason. It's true, dude. If the Bible is true, then the Bible is true, right? Not on Sunday only. Not cherry picking passages like, you know, just to impress your friends or some shit like that. I'm posting something I'm going through when I do that. And it just always happens to be like I'll see something about a passage I want to post or a passage I'm about to post. And sometimes I'll post it before I read it, cause I'll look up where in the Bible this is, and I'll read the whole chapter. Sometimes I definitely read the whole book though. I've read whole books of the Bible. Hell yeah. I don't know about the whole Bible front to back though, knowing it like that. All the characters, all the people, all the historical figures. You know, I don't know, bro. You might think I'm crazy if I told you. Like, if it's not in the Bible, it probably ain't true, bro. You know? I know a lot of people hate you for saying that. It's crazy. To me, it's crazy. Like, they'll see me and just assume a whole bunch of shit about me. And then call me racist, prejudiced. Like, bro, you assume the most. Just because my opinion doesn't agree with yours. Or my political view is not the same. I remember we used to not even give a fuck about that. So, I think all that shit's fake. Most of the time. None of them do what they're gonna say they're gonna do. None of them. Not one of them follows through with all the things they promise you. None of them do. None of them. I tried to give all of them a chance, a little bit. Some more than others. You know, I try to give all of them somewhat of a chance. Like, I don't want to just sit there acting like they're all a bunch of, you know. I try to pray for them, bro. That they come to the truth. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. It's not about licking boots. You know, I'm called to do that. You call them leaders all day, but I know they're my representatives, even though they don't represent me for shit. And I still pray for them because you call them your leaders, and we are in the country together. So you're putting that on yourself, and I'm having to deal with that because it's the reality you want, is how it seems. Like, you want them to have some type of control. You feel more safe with that. I know you do. I used to also. It doesn't really matter. I don't know why I used to feel safe from, like, whatever. Like, I don't know why. I'm not acting like they're all bad. Let's say something bad happens, bro. Like, you actually need them to look for you. But the thing is, what if they're the corrupt ones? That's what sucks, you know? You can't trust. Let every man be lying. Only God is telling the truth, you know? Try to judge a tree by the fruits. It's like, bro, I was willing to not burden you, is what I'm trying to say. I was willing to always leave people alone. It seems like I'm annoying you, so I just leave you alone. You know, it's the difference. It's like they like to annoy people, and I don't. It's like, I'm not asking you if I'm annoying you so I could keep annoying you. You know, I'm actually trying to be anointing you in some type of way. Yeah, well, learn to forgive from me. I had a lot of that shit where I have to forgive you, in my opinion. But you just tell me I'm too sensitive for whatever the reason is. Like, I don't know, bro. I could still forgive you anyway, though, right? It's better to forgive, right? You just get offended because you think there's nothing to forgive. But if you're telling me sorry for some shit and it didn't even really hurt me, I'm like, that's all good, bro. I wasn't hurt by anything. Not from you. You don't really hurt my feelings. You know who does? This person. Always. Letting them get too close and shit, you know? Similar to somebody else I know. Every time I let them get too close, it's like, I should know by now not to tell them a fucking thing. Nothing like that. Because that's private to me. I put on display what you want on display. But if you want it to be privately done in that way, believe me, nothing to say. Obviously. That's just the way I am. Because they're gonna think that anyway, you know? Excuse me. Everybody will think that anyway. It's always been that way. I'm not allowed to have friends that are just, you know, I'm not allowed to have a female that's just a friend. I gotta be wanting to get with her or something like that. Like, give me a break, bro. I don't want this person as my wife, is what I would say. So I'm not trying to lay down with them really. Sorry. Are they pretty? Sure. Does my flesh have urges? Yes. Did it cross my mind once or twice? Probably, like whatever it could be. I'm a guy. I'm a dude. Of course it might have crossed my mind. But that's not I'm not trying to be rude. It's not my intention. I always leave it up to them. And if they have a dude and they don't want to talk to me anymore, I don't be crying and bitching. Like, that's the way it is, son. I know the game. I don't get mad at the player. I learn from my mistakes, bro. But I'm not trying to be a player. That's the thing. I was never trying to be a player. And I'm always wondering what it could be that they ever even want from me. Especially if it's the same person coming up to you endlessly. Like, what do you want from me? You seem to have all these things to say and then just go back on it anyway, every time. Somehow. Somehow you go back on what you say that you're going to do. You got, it's future faking. You got all these words. And I'm not, that's not supposed to feel draining to me. I'm supposed to feel fine after that. After getting lied to for like a year straight. Or even just a day or two. Telling me all the same shit as back in the day. Like, you think I actually believe you? I already know what you're gonna do. You like to ghost and discard and all this shit because I'm not good for you. For some reason. They'll say that you're good for them, but then it doesn't seem like it. And I don't want to give that vibe off either. That's why I said I'll give you, if you why don't you take it slow? These people, sometimes it's just I feel old. It's not like it's these people these days. It was like that when I was a kid too. Man, fast and like I never liked it. I didn't want to be part of this hookup culture, bro. I never liked that. It's disgusting to me. You're gonna get sick doing that stuff. You're gonna get sick, bro. That's still bad advice too. Wrap your dick up, like that's not good, bro. It's phenocchio, K-phenocchio. You got all these extramarital shit, like it's kind of to me, it's a little, it's a little sugar in the tank. If you catch my drift, you need to give all these women a kiss. I don't even, bro. I don't even trust them enough to let one start kissing me right now, at this time in my life. Like, where the fuck you been at? I don't trust you. I'm not trying to lean in and choke you. Why would you do that to me? It's disrespectful. Like, what am I, 3? What do you think I am, 8th grade? I've never done that to a girl. Just straight up choke her. Without her giving me any signs that she wants to kiss me. I usually let them try to kiss me first. So there's no bad blood, no knee-jerk reaction, nothing like that. But if I don't want to, then I don't want to. Why don't you show me the same respect you want? Like, why don't you respect yourself more than I respect you? You know? Make it seem like I'm neglecting when it's like, bro, I'm neglecting myself around you. Yeah, I'm neglecting myself. Trying to help in some type of way. And then if I can't keep offering this help because my resources are running dry, like, how is that my fault, bro? What do you expect me to do? What do you want me to ask my mother? Like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Once should be enough. And then we could be in touch. Like, that would have been good. That would have been clutch. If it was once and then getting to know each other and we could be in touch. But this shit, it's always in a rush. It's like, enough is enough, please. Some of them act like I don't know their past or some shit like that. I'm not even asking you your body count. That shit's a joke. If I make a meme on the internet about face I make when I ask for a body count, the face she makes if you ask for her body count. Like, this shit's a joke, bro. Relax. Think I actually give a fuck about that? Even though there are statistical facts. Like, yeah, if there's no God in your relationship, it probably won't work out. You know, the higher the body count, the less likelihood it's gonna survive. Like I do see that. It's a trend. I see the pattern. And I'm not acting like I'm God's gift to women. Like, well, I didn't pretend. I didn't raise up my body count. That's not what they care about. They don't go after that. They're not responding to how low my body count is. They're not women. They're not men. You get it? That's why I make jokes about it. It's like, I didn't do that shit. I'm allowed to not be attracted by it because I didn't go doing it. I'm not a hypocrite. You get it? It's not like I have a super high body count and then I'm like, well, you can't have a high body count. But I could have a high body. That would be narcissistic, now wouldn't it? See, I didn't go doing that. Actually, my body count got raised from somebody fucking cheating on me, and I'd be pissed off about it. I was very pissed off. I was like, bro, you don't even know what you're doing. One day they will. Yeah, sexual energy is real, bro. You shouldn't be playing around with that shit. Especially if you don't know how to feel. Because I knew what I felt was real at the time. They didn't. They didn't realize. And now I don't believe it because it seems like a bunch of lies. You don't care about me that much. Like, I hope you do pray for me. I hope that's true because I always have prayed for you. Always. I've always prayed for a lot of these people. Not on some bless your heart bullshit. Actually, sitting there at night. Like, please, God, watch after these people. They don't realize how much they're helping me by just being around me. Even when there's problems, bro, I'd be like, please, Lord, protect them. Like, they must be going through it. I know I sound like an asshole a lot of the times. I could be mean as hell, but deep down when I'm by myself, I don't need any of that. That's like nonsense. Being angry at something. Like, whatever, bro. Wow, you're stomping again. Okay, you know, slamming shit. Baby wants attention. Right? Because ain't nobody saying that, bro. About whatever they could complain about, it's something different. It's like, dude, this person, like, you should be mad at that person. They broke with these. Like, if you're mad at me for going away from something, why aren't you mad at yourself? Because that's the reason why I want to be away from it. You know? You should be mad at yourself for that, right? Like, let's say God, for example, right? If he tells me to depart from him, because he never knew me, and all my works are iniquity, with the wrong intentions, it's like, if I don't put love behind anything, it's not meaningful. And I always knew that, bro. Every industry I've been in, I actually like HVAC, you know? I actually like landscaping. I actually like hip hop and rapping. I just don't like the culture of the, like, you know, you try to peddle this fucking debauchery, push it off as rap. Like, bro, you're letting one of the pillars of hip hop decay. You say I'm cosplay culture vulture. Like, okay, bro. Whatever you say. Goddamn narcissists. In every shade. Every gender. Even though I think there's only two. You know? Every age bracket. Narcissists, bro. You got employers that are like this. You got friends that are like this. A lot of people are like this, bro. So why is it okay to be like a racist, narcissistic, fucking weirdo? Like, I have to accept everybody for being different, but they don't get to accept me for being what I look like, or what I sound like, or my politics, or my religion. I don't even have a religion, bro. I just look at the words that were written, and it's like, Okay, Jesus was given to us, and he has risen. Like, it's not good enough. His sacrifice is not even good enough for people. It gets me pissed off. It's better than bitching about my shit. Like, yeah, they hated Jesus first, dude. That's why the grifting part throws me off. It's like you should be telling them that. You'd be less popular though, you know? Definitely. That's where energy comes into play. Where I'm willing to share it with people who want to go the right way. But if you want to be like doing me some type of dirty or whatever it could be, playing these weird games with me, I'm like, okay, whatever you say. You don't like it that way, so don't play. You get caught up. Like, you don't want to love me. You don't want to love me the way I need you to love me. But I'm willing to love you the way you need me to love you. That's the thing. Like, I listen to what they say. But they don't listen to me. I could say it flat out. I could say it sideways. I could say it backwards. I could say it loud. I could say it quietly. It just doesn't make a difference to me. It seems like it never. It's like, bro, why can't you just chill? Relax. It's like, I get it, bro. They're hacks. I get it. They're hacks. It's so annoying how they don't like your culture or whatever it could be. Like, hey, you starting to sound like me, bro. I used to say the same shit all the time. Pride come before the fall. That's why I didn't fall like that. Like, yeah, I like quote unquote my people. Irish people, Italian people. But we're all American, really. I don't know how they don't see it as like it's a division. They're dividing you up, arguing about this bullshit all day. It's like, bro, do you understand it was written for you not to be that way? I try not to. Seems like you want to drag me down, and I'm like, well, listen, I don't bring it to you if you don't want to hear it. You don't care, so I don't say it. I don't push it on you. Never have I ever said you can't be friends with me if you don't believe in Jesus. That type of stuff has never ever come from me. Nope. I have friends from all types of backgrounds, lifestyles. That's why I think it's funny, bro. It's like you're trying to say I'm type wild when it's like, listen, you make me look a certain type of way because you don't like what I say. You try to make me look a certain type of way. I know. Because you won't like what I have to say about it. Like, what privileges, bro? Like, the ones I can acknowledge. Let's hear the ones I can acknowledge. The ones that ease you into that frame of mind. The shit they do to you in college. I didn't go to college, bro. That's the thing. That's why I'm not like them. Like, I'm not a white liberal that went to college and then just wasted. Like, I didn't want to waste my time. I learned a trade that I was interested in, and there's less demand for it out here. I'm sorry. I can't afford to drive. I'm sorry. I can't afford to drive. Back and forth, back and forth. Not that far. Not if I'm gonna get paid $12 an hour, bro. Barely enough to cover the gas and food. And they're all telling me like it's a privilege. Like, yeah. You know why? Because I'm actually that dude. You just don't like me because I'm subdued, but I'm correct. Because I'll say, yeah, listen to your wifey, bro. You shouldn't be spraying all this glyphosate shit all day. You're gonna get sick. Like, yeah, she's right. I guess it means I hate women by telling the dude listen to his wife. Fucking idiots. Like, they don't support real shit, you know? In my opinion. But who knows? Guess I gotta privatize my videos so it doesn't get like a million fucking weirdos coming in, you know? Because I'm not afraid to take things to new heights all the time and do what I like. I knew my calling in some type of way is to be outside, at least. At the very least. It's like, well, I like being outside, so let me focus on jobs that keep me outdoors. Right? I always would think about this logically. You just think I'm stupid because I don't get paid a lot of money. I know. That's what you people do. You people with greed and lust in your heart. You judge a book by the cover before you even realize it could get you smarter, you know? I don't do that. Certain things I would be saying to myself. Like, yeah, too young for this, but not that. I know. That's why either way, it's like, well, let's focus on that because that is what I like from you. The other thing, I feel weird, so maybe focus on the skill instead of just looking good. You know, camera angles, makeup. Like, that's what I was saying when they were running. I was like, dude, where's guy liner? I am not voting for that. This is an actor's position. They're in auditioning for a script. You know, they are auditioning for a script. Same shit, different guy every time. Is what I think. There's a lot of other people think the same thing. Yeah. That's why they're getting sicker, bro. They don't realize they trust in the wrong shit. You know, they trust in the wrong information. I'm not really doing that. I'm not cursing it out, but I don't trust it either. I don't trust what they say. Bunch of liars. Talking about it made me want one. It's like drugs, bro. Sugar and caffeine. Like, I wouldn't turn my back on somebody who says they needed my help. Like, yeah, I'm trying to build it back up again. Can't you tell? Once I get in better mental shape, physical condition, then jobs come too. But I still have to wean myself off of it. Otherwise, I get headaches. No caffeine. Dude, that was what I was consuming all the time. Literally like a fiend. Taco Bell burritos and energy drinks. 0 calorie energy drinks. No wonder I felt like shit. I was losing my gains, Horrible diet, trying to make money. I didn't even make that much. I saved up a little. Could have afforded to move out, but still. Like, where am I gonna go? It's always too expensive. You need to do that. Like, you need to do that. You need to do that. They're all just okay with it being this way. That's how it feels, and they laugh about it. Like they're okay with it going down, having the last hurrah for themselves. Well, I'm trying to offer you a little bit of help I do have. The little bit of help I do have to offer. It's like, hey, I got a Pepsi for you, bro. It's made with real sugar. When did you stop being okay with appreciating the little things? When do you stop being okay with that? It always has to be grandiose. Such a huge gesture. You know? Always has to be over the top. That's how it feels. It's like, my bad. I'm sorry that it's that way. In the world. Not of